I'm gonna attempt not to. Oh right, my face is too small. My bad. I'm going to attempt to not do this right before lunch in the future. Or no, right. I'm saying right before lunch, right after lunch, right? Like, I don't know if you guys know, or how many of you have picked up on this, but oftentimes I don't like to schedule any of my meetings right after lunch, simply because I tend to be like, my brain doesn't really work right after lunch. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Ghostwire, I forgot the Tokyo book, which is yes. Apparently, that's very important. Yes, well, such is life, isn't it? Anyway, how are we? How are you? How are you? How are you? Excellent. Excellent. Which one do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Bill or do you want to talk about Elon? um, our boys and girls have expressed an interest in discussing certain things that I really am not very interested in, right? Like Archegos, which okay, the only thing about this about Archegos that I'm actually kind of interested in, and let me put that in. Archegos, Bill, and isolation due to COVID-19. And that's really what I'm interested in, because if you look at the way that the particular issues actually worked out, Bill was just running an average family office, right, until COVID-19, and then COVID-19 happened, and my boy just went fucking nuts. There's no better way to describe it. Like, my boy just went crazy, right? And so I can only assume that isolation and lack of perspective, right? Let's put this in a new line. Like, for lack of a better word, that's really all that happened. Like COVID-19 hit, and then my boy was just like, "Oh, I'm going to surround myself." Well, so think of it this way: if you go into isolation and you're only talking to your coworkers, then your understanding of the world narrows dramatically. Even if you have a chief risk officer, and your chief risk officer is telling you that that's fucking idiotic, right? Like if you're convinced because you've self radicalized, lack of perspective, self radicalization. If you've self radicalized, it doesn't matter what your chief risk officer tells you. No, you're not going to listen, right? And also, the other thing that's particularly interesting that I love is Archegos has Jesus connotations, which puts an entirely different spin on our boy Bill and his coming out of insider trading with no harm, right? So in a previous was it a hedge fund that he was running? I can't remember. Anyway, not important. In his previous career, after he came out of Tiger, he ran a hedge fund that was doing really well. Turns out it was doing really well because it was doing insider trading, so of course it was going to do well. But the fact that he came out of that basically unharmed meant, that there is some amount of Messiah complex that's building up. And that's just, like, add Messiah complex. Like, I'm not saying that he thinks he's Jesus. I'm just saying that he thinks that perhaps Jesus is out to protect him, right? And that's, that's all I'm going to say on that subject. But I will say this. Let me put this back a few. This is why I started the Discord server, right? Because I was afraid of some of our boys and girls actually getting too isolated. This is why I started sort of broadcasting so often and sharing what I was saying with everyone, and that evolved into the server. Because this keeps high level professionals from humble, let's put it that way, right? Because if I'm making fun of all of you all the time, then obviously that means that you guys are aware of how full of shit you can be sometimes, right? So, and that makes it a lot nice. Well, I don't want to say nice. Yes, I'm talking about you. One of the boys just walked by my glass door and was staring at me like I just insulted him. And yes, I did. Anyway, yeah. Oh wait, yes, let me put that in. One of our boys just stared at me through the glass door with a murderous look. There we go. Are we going to get to Ghostwire? Yes, we are going to get to Ghostwire. Let me just wrap this up by saying, essentially, I think isolation and it is simply not healthy, right? It simply isn't healthy, and so I would recommend that none of you try to do that. That would be silly. Cool, good. And also, one last. Oh yeah, let me put this last phrase in. What time is it? 7 minutes. You're welcome. Full stop. Done. You are so welcome, all of you. Anyway, so Ghostwire Tokyo. We're going to play this as I have no idea what the game is about. Obviously, I go into most of these games blind, but I've been told it's a wonderful tourism simulator, and of course, we start in Shibuya. Where else could we possibly start in a Japanese game meant for Japanese people, built for the domestic market, right? Like, it's particularly interesting to me that people. Oh, wait, I'm gonna need to type this down. What time is it? 7:35. Let's call it 8 o'clock. Why are Japanese games meant for Japanese people set in Japan? And that's simply due to the sort of enclosed nature of this of this culture, right? Like, this culture is very much is it not? 1 second. Oh yeah, okay, 1 sec. I just need to pull that down just a little bit. There we go. It's because Japanese culture as a whole tends to be quite enclosed. Like, there's a certain amount of humility to it that means that that sometimes expresses itself as, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, how dare my head be in the way. And there we go. Japanese culture expresses itself in such a way that it is humble, but at the same time it also means that it is more self-enclosed. Oh, his face is, what's happening to his face? Oh, I can play with the controller. I keep forgetting about that. Can I? Or not attached properly? Dude, are you okay? Yeah, call an ambulance. Youth. He does look pretty bad, eh? And that youth is not getting any reception. How come? Oh no! What happened to your face? Yeah, so, sorry. Essentially, the point that I was laboriously trying to get to was, because of that, because it's very enclosed society, that Japanese culture is all about Japanese culture, and it's fairly tautological. Oh, someone's trying to take over our brains. Hey, look, there's a fog coming in. Oh no! Look at these youths. Youth 1 and Youth 2 are gonna get dragged into the fog. Oh, they've lost their clothes. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Oh, he's fine. Is apparently there are now electric currents running through his hands. Excellent. Uh, yes, yes. Getting back to Japanese culture. Essentially, the people that this game is built towards are both the local Japanese people, but also the West, and it's particularly interesting that all of these cohorts are interested in Japanese culture. They're their mecca has become, Shibuya, Akihabara, uh, Akihabara. Sorry, Shibuya. Okay, there we go. Are we? I can pronounce it semi properly ish. Um, yeah. So because it just makes it fairly easy for hello him man in Hanya mask. Yeah. So anyway, this game is about sort of the application of like all of these wonderful historical Shintoism and local tales and urban tales and all of that applied via the medium of Tokyo, right? Because obviously everything can be can be understood. Oh, is it really loud? Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, we need to tone that down a notch. 31, 31. There we go. Okay. So via the medium of Tokyo, right? Like, and all of these stories are always applied via the medium of Tokyo because Tokyo is sort of has been a cultural. Oh look, they got sealed in. That's the Chinese character for sealing. What was I gonna say? They've been something. Oh, right. Tokyo has been sort of the cultural heartland of Japan's reindustrialization of, well, not only Tokyo, of course, but like the way that Tokyo was essentially bombed during the Second World War, and the way that it was reconstructed afterwards. The enemy, let's go. Why? What's wrong with his face? You're all already dead. What are you supposed to do? Obey? No, you can't obey. Well, so yeah, that's a good point. But partially, all of this is due to how do I explain? Partially, this is due to just the like year. How do I say this? Every culture has its own cultural memory, has its own cultural identity, and in it vis-a-vis Japan, it is fairly insular. It has been insular for hundreds of years before the Meiji Restoration, and then the Meiji Restoration happened. It brought Japan to sort of world power status, and also high-tech gaming. How are you? And once it's done that, there is a sort of a cultural understanding of what being open to the world and attaining world power status has done to Japan, right? Like essentially Japan had a really interesting run between the 1860s and 1945 when it got nuked. So essentially that 100-year period was of industrialization, was essentially a rise and fall story, and that doesn't erase anything that has come before, right? Like we've can I use my controller? Yes. Okay. We've seen these sort of. Oh, I'm supposed to move around. We've seen these sort of rise and fall stories all the time, and like 100 years is not enough to erase that insularism that was. Hey, look, it's cool. Salaryman, fantastic. Um, reduce to completely take away the insularism of a culture, and so that culture remains. We can't run. Do what I say if you want to live. Fantastic. Well, I mean, you're the one that right trigger. There we go. You're the one that wants me to talk over, or not you in particular, but loads of you. Hello, left block. Oh, left button. I bet. Okay. Oh, excellent. Finger guns. Fantastic. Yeah. So our ghost buddy is. What is this? Just basically. What was that game? That. Oh my god. Boys and girls. What was that? Lord of the Rings game that was Shadows of War. That's right. Thank you. It's been. It's basically Shadows of War is told through the medium of Tokyo, of course. It's fantastic looking though, right? Like, let's be honest, it's very, very beautiful. Like, we couldn't do this in Google Maps. Right. So what I was saying was essentially that um, the insulated nature that was part of Japan's spirit that had been sort of forced into it by both the attempt to distance itself from Tang Dynasty China, and then the enforced enclosure of the Tokugawa shogunate, meant that it is very much a better. Oh, I'm not. Oh, okay. Thank you, Fog, for being an invisible wall. What was I saying? It essentially meant that as a culture, it became almost fine. Oh, there was a fog there. I didn't see. Well, it meant that there was enough insulation in that culture that even 100 years of the emperor trying desperately to get rid of it wouldn't have worked out, right? So, all good, all good. Oh, I see. Our finger guns are on there's ammunition required for it. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. Sprint. Excellent. New entry has been added to the database. Movement, mission, aim assist. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not that's just scoping, isn't it? Oh, hello. No, I'm done on that subject. I mean, there's more to say, but it's like, well, we're going to just like not play the game if I keep talking, right? Because we have what, 12 minutes left. Leaks over into our side, other side. Do you really say that? Oh, okay. Oh, when we run out of ammunition, we can. Okay. Come across that can be destroyed with strike attacks. I don't like having to use R3 for melee attacks. I always say melee, by the way. Left trigger, enter. Oh, hello. The vanishing. Hey, cool. Peace. Insurance card. Fantastic. We're not going to be able to go in here, are we? Yeah. Alright. Interesting over here. No. The vases are nice. Too bad no one can buy them from you. Stick. Nibble some more. Oh, I see. That stuff gives us Takun. There's white smoke coming from the entrance. It might be poison. Oh yeah, that didn't end up working out. Microwave. Can we make ourselves some food? No. Can you imagine every time you go to the microwave and you're trying to microwave something, you palm strike it? That would be absolutely fantastic. Nope, nothing here. Okay, let's move on. We're going. Oh, I like how his face is just like completely. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Those are based on, like uh folklore and like urban myths and stuff, right? And yeah, that's very much, I mean, we already know that's very much what this game is going to be about. It's the and and that's actually the interesting part of, I would argue, the interesting part of these polytheistic, well, I wouldn't even call it polytheistic, but oh, okay, mildly polytheistic religions, because you can just, involve quick left trigger. Excuse me. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, what's up, bro? Okay. Um, yeah, of polytheistic religions, because they you because you are not sort of, oh, okay, okay, oh, oh, hi, okay, learn spirit skills, okay, right trigger, left trigger, okay, last week. Oh, I have that. I'm supposed to charge attack. Okay, we'll learn that. Fantastic. There we go. Nice. And that's the. Oh yeah. Let me. Thank you for reminding me. I do need to note this down. What is this? 20. Let's say 21 minutes. Polytheistic esque religions have easy access to new lore, right? I think that makes a lot of sense, even if we don't have, like, we don't really have to discuss it that much. But essentially, because you have spirits in all of your worlds, and you can generate new spirits basically at will. Your religion can definitely include Slenderman and all sorts of Slender-esque things, right? Look, don't worry. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Wait, there's a girl in without a head up here somewhere. No, I don't particularly like how these things got closed off, because the idea obviously is that it prevents you from using the stairs, which is perfectly fine. Um, but at the same time, it's like, the fog was rolling in. How did they have time to pull the screens all over the place, right? So I don't know. Up, bro? Okay. What am I doing? I'm confused. Yank them out and they're done for. Are they also spirits of dead people, I wonder? Probably the case, isn't it? Nope, just a pan. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Are we going to keep playing this in the future? That depends on our sponsor, right? Watch it. Stop. Stop. Can you actually hear me while I'm whispering? You can, right? Okay, good. That guy's wearing a different kind of shirt. Oh my god. bro? Oh, they're in here. Okay. Oh, that's the button. My bad. Oh, that's a lot of schoolgirls, man. Oh no. Oh no no no. Okay okay okay. I got it. Oh, I see I see I see. I can just do that. Got it. Got it. Got it. Perfect block. Oh. Without taking damage whatsoever. That doesn't actually help me, does it? There we go. Oh, I can't. Oh, pump strike. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Excuse me? Oh, this chair just materialized. That's fine. That's fine. That's what happens. Oh, I don't get health back? I don't know what that is. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, so oh, nice. Okay. So disappear, blah blah blah. Okay. Disappearing girls, definitely not nothing freaky about that at all. Do we have to go? No, we have 5 minutes. Another prank from nurse call from in the middle of the night. Oh. Oh. Well, no, that's just kind of what it is, right? Yakitori. Fantastic. Oh, are you telling me that? One quick second. No, we're fine. Okay. Are you telling me that all of these things have database entries? Oh, you are telling me that, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Character. Yeah. This really is a tourism. Okay, I'll be honest. I thought I was making a joke. I thought that we were actually going to just like. No, we are going to do some tourism. So, okay, fantastic. Is there food in here? So our job is now to collect all of the food that exists in Japan from via the office workers. Yes. Uh, can I just like at this point talk about how much I dislike? Am I supposed to do something? Why can't I pick this up? This is food. Oh, anyway. I was just gonna say, talk about how I don't like first person movement like this in games like this. Because look at me, right? I'm just like, what am I doing? Am I a robot that has like 4 degrees of freedom? It's nonsense. Like why would they do this? And also, I can't vault over this bloody thing. All right, let's take that. There's nothing there for me to take. That's fine. Do I like jump scares? Got a bad feeling. What is what? Oh, do I have to sneak up on it? Presumably they'll hit us with a. Oh, is it? Oh crap! Am I late? Oh, I'm not late, but no, I do need to jump on that call. Yes. Thank you for your reminder. So let's just do a real quick save. Yes. Yeah, that's it for today. Well, no, I have to jump on that call, unfortunately, and one of our boys just reminded me. Yeah, because he has to be on that call as well. Uh, anyway, we're done for today. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please don't do Chrome, and I shall see all of you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We will be having our drinks tomorrow. Yes, that's right. What else are we doing? Tomorrow? I have no idea. We'll let the sponsors fight it out. Yes. Will we again ask the sponsor if we will play this again in the future? But yes, I'm done for today. Thank you very much for watching. Blah blah. Okay, I'm sorry. Next time I'll spend less time talking and more time playing video games. Also, can I just say, you're like how let me see if I remember. You're like 57. And you're asking me to play more video games and talk less. Bro. Why to begin with, why are you watching a random Gen Z bro? Oh, no, not bro. Random Gen Z boy play video games if you have such better things to do. Come on. Well, anyway, we know the reason for that. Again, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please don't do Chrome, and I shall see all of you tomorrow. Oh, yes, and I'm sorry for having wasted 31 minutes of your day today. That's it now. Thank you. Bye bye.